Hi, good afternoon, ma'am.
Are you interested in learning about our Savior, Jesus Christ? Hi.
Good afternoon.
Hi, are you
My name is Sister Barnes, and
oh my gosh. Are you interested in learning more about the Church of Jesus Christ?
Come on in.
We can't come inside unless another woman is present.
My wife is home. Does that count?
Great.
You like pie?
Yeah.
My wife has pie in the oven.
I could tell that you are a very spiritually curious person.
I think it is good to be religious, to find your faith in a doctrine you actually believe.
Well, our work here is done.
Now, I will go and check on the pie.
So sweet, silent angel.
You fit through this? You're crazy.
we just need to go home.
I won't keep you if you wish to leave. But I want you to choose which door to go through based on your faith.
What does this have to do with us leaving?
Everything.
I think that we're being studied.
It will make your hearts beat faster. It may even make you want to die. Do not be afraid. You will witness a miracle.
Hello, everyone. My name is Heather Hurt with the NRW, and I am here to talk to you about the good word of Jesus Christ. I have no idea what I'm talking about because I am definitely not Christian, so that would be really awkward of a conversation. I am here with KAYFABEYBABY to do another really quick review of a film that's been out for a little bit, but KAYFABEYBABY didn't get a chance to talk about it yet, so I'm taking the opportunity to steal his time, and we are going to talk about Heretic. All right. Hey, KAYFABEYBABY, how are you? I should probably say hi.
No worries. I'm good. I'm excited to finally talk to you about this because, you know, we dabble in conversations about religion, or at least some anti-religious talk here and there. Just how, because to me, religion is the start of where most hate and war come from. But I was very excited to see this film, but we'll get into it, I'm sure, in the review.
Yes. Well, I'm sure. I will try my hardest. In reality, I will try my hardest not to get on a soapbox about this because
we don't do that here, Heather.
Can I talk about cults? Oh, can I talk about cults? But let's talk about Heretic and try not to get too far into it. Anyway, Heretic is a kind of sort of horror-esque. We'll talk about this. It's a thriller-esque film. It's supposed to be a thriller. Once again, we'll get into that. It is directed and written by Scott Beck and Bryan Woods. They both kind of did it together. It features Hugh Grant, the one and only, the amazing Hugh Grant, who plays Mr. Reed, Sophie Thatcher, who plays Sister Barnes, Chloe East, who plays Sister Paxton. And even though he only gets a very small spot, I'm going to mention I did not realize that was motherfucking Topher Grace as Elder Kennedy until he started talking on the second time around. I was just like, how did they fucking Topher Grace for like a 45-second scene? But they got him. And that is the cast, the primary cast. There are a whole bunch of smaller people in there, and smaller as in this was a very limited and small-esque cast on purpose. You're supposed to feel it's like many of these post-COVID horror films. It is about creating that small space and really, like strangling you and suffocating you, and just taking you away from others. And for some reason, my grasp of the English language is falling away from me all of a sudden. The film itself is these two young Mormon missionaries are going in and they're trying to find people to baptize. And it's just Mormon missionary work is oh my God, it's so culty. One of my favorite quotes in this is that why does Mormonism require salespeople? Got to ask that question about yourself all the time. And you also have to know that there's a lot of people who believe that that Jewish humans run the world. Well, pay attention to where the money's coming from, and it all leads back to the Mormon Church. I'm just going to put that there. Once again, not getting on the soapbox, trying really hard not to get on a soapbox or about how Mormonism technically owns a majority of most industries. Okay. All right. Anyway, Hugh Grant plays Mr. Reed, who I'm already doing it. I'm trying so hard. Hugh Grant plays Mr. Reed, who they have come to try and baptize, to try to bring into the Mormon religion. And instead of answering their questions or letting them speak, he begins asking them questions about their faith, about their righteousness, about their understanding of religion. And it gives you a sense of, is he trying to question how strong of faith they are, or how much they understand about their cult? And I will be calling Mormonism a cult throughout this, because it is because religion is all in all a cult, but Mormonism is a cult. It's about fucking aliens in space and golden tablets that were never found. So it's a cult. Not on the soapbox. But he asks them important questions. He gets them to think. And I will say this, Sister Barnes is fucking on it. She ain't letting that shit fly. I'm actually really appreciative of how educated these two young women are. And that's when they accidentally, no matter how hard they try to get out, fall into his trap. His home is a living maze, and they just get stuck. In which he then tries to display to them what the true religion is. We won't say it because you should go watch the movie and learn what the true religion is, but we will probably be talking spoilers throughout this film or throughout this review. All right. With that, BP, what were your initial thoughts?
Initial thoughts, the best trailer of the year for me. The whole setup, they basically kind of give you like this one sequence of the film, right? But it's such a great setup. You know, hey, we're missionaries. We come in, there's blueberry pie.
Blueberry pie in the oven.
Because we can't go in unless your wife is here. There's a woman in there. And so, he fakes him out with the blueberry pie candle. And then that's when, everything goes to hell. We're locked in. We're in this place. And then they give you a little bit more moments in the trailer. But just such a great way to get you into the thriller that this film somewhat is when you actually watch it. But it had me intrigued for my initial thoughts. I was like, okay, A24. Most times you deliver. Will you deliver with this? And I was just so ready for when I finally saw this film. So that was my initial thoughts. So okay, so now getting into the review part.
I want to hear your review part, because I have some feelings. Because I agree, the trailer for this film, we were both like, if you go back and look at our trailer reacts, if you go back and look at our weekly, we're both like, we are in. We are Hugh Grant doing a fucking thriller, 100% in. So
yeah,
and
so there's when it gets to, okay, so now we probably will do spoilers here and there. The first half of the film, I was all the way in. It's about right when you make your choice, you go this door, that door, that it then kind of loses its footing. They make him, Hugh Grant, Hugh Grant, classic.
Phenomenal.
Two young women, amazing. I thought the small cast, those three that you have on your backdrop, did outstanding. It's when they then open the door and you have to choose your faith or what you believe in, that it just gets lost. It presented so many great things, but then we want to now be a horror film. We're not sure what we're going to do here. And that's where it lost me. It lost me in the third half. But I liked what it presented. I just wish the final execution mark hit better.
Yeah.
But I did enjoy it. I will say I enjoyed it, but I just wanted more after that point. How about you?
I I agree with you wholeheartedly. The acting in this film, even the characters that play the prophets, they I kind of gave a little too much away there. But even the prophet is done really well. The acting in this film is great. I also love that a lot of people assume Hugh Grant is just this comedic romance rom-com kind of guy. He's not. I love watching these actors that are so often typecast into these types of roles get their opportunity. Hugh Grant played this all-knowing character, this power-hungry character, very, very well, and I loved him. His speech about how Monopoly plays into the concepts of religion, I absolutely dug that. And by the way, Sister Barnes taking all of his thunder was probably the best part of this film. But with that being said, the movie did not do the trailer justice. It did not do the actors justice. There was it was almost like they were missing that element of actual thriller to make it a thriller. They really want this to be this really heart pounding, this really conceptually interesting story with a maze included, with a terrifying maze included, and you literally just get a circle maze. It's literally just a circle maze, and it fell flat. It fell so flat. There were so many cool concepts but you could see everything coming. You could see it was very clear what the true religion was basically once the doors opened. And I think it fell flat. I think it fell super duper flat. The speeches were cool. The concept was cool. The trailer was phenomenal. But I wish we got what was in the trailer. Yeah. I really, really wish we got what was in the trailer. I was expecting to not be able, when I watched this at the same time that I watched another movie that I can't talk about just yet. And I was expecting another horror movie that I can't talk about yet. And I was expecting to come out of this oh shit, I'm going to have to turn on a cartoon after this to really decompress. I literally turned on true crime after this. I was like, I'll watch somebody die. Sure, I'll do it. I don't care. And I wish the actors, and I honestly I feel like this story didn't tell the story Beck and Woods were trying to tell. I know that sounds awful, but and I don't want to say that it's not worth seeing, because I think that the wording, the language, you need to watch it just to see. Oh yeah, just to see Reed and Barnes go at it. It's wonderful. And don't get me wrong, Paxton is. I'm talking about their characters, by the way. Paxton, she has her dues at the end, but it's the fight between these two is just awesome. It's just awesome. Yeah. So definitely watch it for the script itself. The movie I'm sad. I was expecting more.
Yeah, same. I completely agree. And I'm recommending it, and I did recommend it because of just the first 75% of the film. It's that other half where they just kind of lose it for all the things you said. I really wanted this to be a lot better, and we had high hopes. And I love that it's going to make people argue, that's also why too. I love this conversation. This is going to piss off America, and they need to be pissed off because there's a lot of crazy people that don't understand stuff because they obviously elected Trump. Anyway, I'm putting it out there. I love that this conversation exists, and I just wish that the film would have drove it home and would have nailed that final act. Yeah.
And to his point, so there's two things I want to say to his point. One, the first 2/3-ish of the movie, like any horror film, it kind of drags to build up that suspense. But the conversation that happened during it, as KP said, is so interesting and fun. And what's so cool about it is that it talks about religion from both sides. That you can still have passion and pride in your religion, and you can believe it to your absolute heart's point. And that is totally fine. If you have something that you truly believe in and that you feel strongly about, just learn about it, learn the truth, be open to other concepts. And that's one thing that I really think proves that Sister Barnes, she has questioned her faith, she has experienced other things, and she can fight and prove that she has her pride in her faith. And that's something that's really, really important when it comes to religion, when it comes to cults. But it's also a point of, we should be having these conversations that Mr. Reed is giving. You should be willing to talk to people who do not believe so that you can know who you are inside. I don't believe. God and I had a divorce. We divorced a long time ago. It was mutual. It was fine. But it was one of those where without having those conversations with people of other religions, I don't think I would have come to that. I would have probably been stuck where I was and unhappy. So have those conversations, have conversations like those here. Fight for your beliefs, fight for who you are, but also listen and learn.
Agreed.
With that being said, that is our Heretic review. Definitely go check out the movie if you want to listen to this incredible script. If you want to see some great acting, just know it ain't a thriller. I'm sorry to say, it is not a thriller, not a suspense.
Well, the first
there are some
somewhat thriller suspense. The first kind of like, then it falls to shit.
It's a suspense builder.
Yes,
you're just going to be let down about the suspense. Though there are some fun death concepts.
Yeah.
All right. With that being said, you can find Heretic. It is still in theaters as of now, as of December 15th. But it's only in small showings. You can rent it and buy it online at both Amazon and Apple TV. That's our review. If you loved the movie, if you hated the movie, if you want to try and fight us about religion, get at us in the comments below. Like, subscribe, share, all those things, and we will talk to y'all soon.
What's up, y'all? Your boy QP, Nerds of the World, just got out of a press screening for Heretic. A24 drop-in on November 8th. Initial thoughts coming out of Heretic. It's fire. Another A24 banger. Can't wait to be talking about this one. This one's going to probably offend quite a few people, but also a lot of people are going to be delighted with it. I was one of those cats. The trailer kind of gives you that mystery. It really pulled you in. This one expands on that, and man, is it good. Going to be talking about this one. I don't want to spoil it for people, but A24, November 8th, Heretic, check it out. Full review coming soon. Your boy KP, Nerds of the World. All right, Heather, the main part of the review is over. If y'all seen this and you're still tracking on the video, Heather and I wanted to just really talk about, so spoilers.
Ending spoilers specifically.
I wanted both women to survive, and my main girl, Barnes is in the black, right? Barnes is in the black.
Barnes is the...
Barnes died.
No. Barnes dies. Paxton survives.
Yeah, but I was upset about that. That kind of also took the steam out of my willies when she died. But you think that she's not dead?
No. I disagree. No, Barnes is dead. She had her freaking throat slit. She's dead. But I honestly saw it happen. I foresaw it happen, even though she's alive in the trailer. I foresaw it happen because she's the one that put the wood plank to the side, so you know that she was going to be alive enough to kill Reed. You could tell that was going to be her tool of murder. No, my question to you, and this is why we're kind of adding this bit. Do you think Paxton is still alive? Or do you think
because it trails off that she didn't make it out or not?
It trails off where she sees the butterfly. She gets out. You see her get out, but you see the butterfly appear on her hand. She said that when she dies, she wants to become a butterfly.
Oh, so do I think she died and now she's a butterfly?
Yeah, and that we're seeing her in her final moments before she dies. So do you think she's dead, or do you think she's alive?
I like the artistic nature of that. So to keep the artistic nature of that, I would let her be the butterfly. But I think, and I also, you know what? I think they'll keep it like that. I don't know, because as we just did from our review, this film, I think they wanted it to be stronger. I don't think it did as well, did it? Did the film do well? Because I think if it did really well, they would have done a Heretic Part 2, and you know what I'm saying? I'm putting the artistic and box office nature of the film industry into play with my thoughts on this, whether or not she's alive or dead. You know what I'm saying? Like artistic nature, you could, but if it did well, oh no, she's alive, and we might dig into the Mormon religion a little bit more, and like, because I don't know.
I do not think the film did well. I did not look at the box office.
So I think they'll kill it there.
I think Reed is truly dead, so the conversation is going to technically end. So you think she's dead because it's box office? Okay.
Box office killed you. Like, that could have been an artistic way of creatively writing something else. You know what I'm saying? If I'm throwing that hat on, because I know as creatives and also people that care about the money side of things, these are ways we can play around with that. I would rather her be dead and they died by this
than suffer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But she still
I
made
wanted
it out.
them to fight back. I hated the ending. You know, while we promoted the film and all that, but I just wanted them to both be alive. I wanted, I know I was upset by it. And then, like, they resurrected this evil. So what was that thing at the end? The woman in the thing, right? It's been a while since I watched this. Wasn't there like this woman in the basement that they were trapped?
There were the six women, the six prophets in the basement that could be used and reused to prove what the true religion is.
Yeah.
And they were all still alive. So in theory, if they never found Paxton, they'd probably all die, because they did not have their leader anymore. So I just found that interesting. It's like, it's that concept. It's the sixth sense concept. Who is alive and who is dead? You know, it's would we hope that Paxton is just she's kind of visualizing something in her final moments before she dies. She sees the butterfly and then she's like, oh, I'm dead. That's proof that I'm dead. Or is that her just going, I finally made it out, and this butterfly is Barnes saying, I'm here to protect you on your way out. And I like that it was even though the movie didn't catch me the way I wanted it to, I liked the ending because it gives you that sixth sense question: who was alive, and who was dead.
And you want optimism, you know. You want, well, you know, they try to make you leave on a happy note, right?
Yeah.
So, okay. Yeah. I just wanted so much more out of the ending. I've been waiting for this conversation to talk to you, because we were both really highly expecting this.
Yeah.
You know, it was great, and then it falters. Anyway, if you stay for this extended bit of me and Heather just ranting and talking and giving you some more realness, there you go. Enjoy.